Hello, everybody. Happy Easter Monday. How's everybody doing today? It's 5 o'clock where I am. I wasn't on yesterday because I had a fabulous Easter Sunday with both my kids and my husband and my very best friend who I travel with. And it was just an awesome day. So I thank you for still hanging in. So anyway, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I can't find my thumbs up because everything got moved from the dinner yesterday because I do this from my dining room table. But there's my little ears. There you go. Happy Easter. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to take these off because they're going to sail off. And ooh, what a mess. But anyway, so if you're new, thumbs it up. Give us a subscribe if you like what you see here. Let me move this down a little bit. I had to put it up so you can see my ears. These flowers, my daughter put together for me. She did an awesome job. I'm really appreciative. We got a little bunny card up there. Bunny's driving the car for a change instead of the other way around. So there's that. So this last night we watched a movie and we watched Conclave. Yeah. Little did we know that Pope Francis passed on this morning at 7:35 a.m. But before he went, he left word with Shady Pants and the Trump administration because Shady Pants was in Rome last week, I believe, with his family for an audience with the Pope. But the Pope didn't see fit to see him face-to-face on camera. He invited him to his residence after for, I don't know, I think it was 10, 15 minutes, whatever. And he told Shady Pants to his face that they were not being very Christian to immigrants and the poor, and that health care is a human right. And he also said any person who thinks only of building walls wherever they may be and not building bridges is not Christian. Apparently that struck a nerve with the mango moose knuckle. He goes, I don't know what he's talking about. I am Christian. No, he's really not. He doesn't think of anyone but himself. So anyway, it was the White House Easter egg roll as well today. It's a busy day in the news. So who funded the Easter egg roll? Nobody normally funds it. It's a budget thing. But I think it's pretty effing disgusting because apparently of all this year's activities for the children, in all the other years since the 1800s, I think, the Easter egg roll was just for the kids. Now, they have decided to create it and make it a great big giant commercial for their corporate sponsors, Meta and Amazon. YouTube was there as well, but we'll get to that in a minute. So, all these corporate guys, Amazon and Meta and, oh God, the list is so long, who paid Trump millions for his inauguration, are also getting little digs in so they could have their logos and their brands displayed on the White House lawn. It's turned into a friggin' strip mall. Heavy on this strip, I would imagine. But anyway, CNN reported this a couple weeks ago, that Trump was seeking sponsorships. Anywhere from $75,000 to $200,000, complete with branding and logos, all those extra opportunities in there in return for their cash. The money apparently, and I say this because I don't believe it, goes to the White House Historical Association that records White House history. How did they ever get along before Donald Trump came in and his slimy, scummy bastards? How did they possibly make it through the year without sponsorships for this? The activities included the Reading Nook by Amazon, Bunny Hop Stage by YouTube, and an AI-powered experience and photo opportunity by Meta. The bunny hop stage is a thing they do every year, and they film kids doing their best bunny hops, and they give, apparently, from what I understand, they give the videos to the families and stuff like that, and it's not put up anywhere. It's just a fun thing they do for the kids. So, just saying, I have no problem with these guys doing this shit, But why can't they do it anonymously without their big logos and their big signs? Why can't they just do something just because it's the right thing to do for the kids without having to pay the scammer in chief? I'm just saying. It's just too shady and too dirty, because all they're doing is just stuffing Trump's pull-ups with more money than he should ever have. Only YouTube did come forward to say that they often participate in the Easter egg rolls for years. And it seems like they are only way more humble than the rest of them are. And the one thing that the one that married her money bag there, her office said the eggs were donated by the American farmers. But you know what? American egg farmers are having a hard time with those egg prices right now. And the money bag's other person said 2,500 dozen or 30,000 eggs were donated for this Easter egg roll. So why then, if the American egg farmers are willing to donate 30,000 eggs when people can't afford to buy them in the stores and they're taking them and smashing them on the White House lawn, why is it then that Trump had to go and beg Denmark for eggs? Why is that? And the rest of Europe? Because egg prices were too high in the States, but he's going to go around the world with his hand out begging after he treated them all like shit and tariffed the ass off them? That takes fucking nerve. That's what that takes. A lot of gall. And now the next thing is Pete Hegseth could not resist a chance to get his big mug on a camera when it wasn't about him. This was supposed to be about the kids on the White House lawn doing egg rolls and the egg races with the egg on the spoon and all that stuff. But oh no, he had to get his big head out there because he doesn't give a shit about national security or the nation's military secrets. And it looks like there's another military secret briefing that was held on Signal, which is a public app, I guess you could say. Now, the last one let a lot of folks know that not only that the U.S. would attack Yemen, but when the U.S. was going to attack, complete with a minute-to-minute detailed war plan, complete with the target areas that were going to be hit, what kinds of aircraft were going to show up, what kind of armaments capabilities they had, and where the target areas were, all while hand-gladding and high-fiving each other and giving little emojis on that chat and congratulating each other. There was only one problem. Mike Walls, follower of Big Dick Bottoms, by the way, on X, well, he had to take it down now because he was caught, invited a journalist from The Atlantic. But, of course, The Atlantic is to blame, right? Not the guys that did it or knew that he was in the chat. Nobody even asked who the guy's initials were. The media is to blame for warning listeners. Democrats are at fault because, why, I don't know, like Hunter Biden, something George Soros, whatever. Yeah. Since the Pentagon officials are being dropped or fired in droves because of Pig Hegseth and Mike Walls and the vice president and Kristi Noem that are only doing this job because it's so cool and they get perks and they get to do really cool shit. And you don't believe me? Look, I'll prove it. So they go on there and invite all these people on these chats while they're discussing war plans with classified information. Don't let them tell you it's not. So yeah, and they wonder why the allies to the Americans are feeling a certain kind of way about telling Americans, I don't know, anything anymore. The old saying was they just can't seem to keep their yap shut. Loose lips sink ships. And then it came to, oops, we did it again. That's right, they did. According to AP News, Tara COPP today, April 21st, said the second Signal messaging chat, this one was entitled Defense Team Huddle. Does that sound good? I wonder if Lutnet was there with his little cheerleader bow going. I wonder if he was there. Wouldn't Wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, Team Huddle. You know what? Football teams guard their plans a lot more aggressively than these clowns do about national secrets. I mean, when you have the, I don't know, chief scam artist in the White House storing all your classified secrets, top secret, like compartmentalized secrets in the shitter, they don't give a shit. Or they do and they wipe their ass with them, just saying. But yeah, football teams guard their plays a lot closer than these guys do. Yeah, just saying. On this call, there were 13 in Signal Chat number 2, some of whom included Pig Hegseth's wife. You know, Fox News producer, the one he slept with while married to wife number 2, had a kid with while wife number 2 was pregnant. Yeah. If they cheat with you, honey, they'll cheat on you, just saying. And his brother, Phil, who I guess needed a cushy job and landed one with the Department of Homeland Security as a liaison and senior advisor to Pig Hegseth. Yeah. Who gets to go on all the exotic locations around the world, like no boring places, that's for sure. But he gets to get on that fancy airplane with his bro. Both Hegseth's wife and brother have sat in on other high classified security briefings. Now, another person that was on this chat was his lawyer. Was his lawyer getting evidence to say, yeah, this is my client did this? Is that what his lawyer was there for? Nobody, for some unknown reason, has said shit to anybody about this, other than them getting in front of the camera, I might say, and asking Pig Hegseth there why they were fired. Because after the last incident, all of a sudden, his best friend, he fired his best friend. That's how dirty these bastards are. Because he was like, oh, Jesus, it wasn't me. Oh, don't touch me. Don't get me included in that. Now, here goes the spin. Now, once again, it's fake news. No, it's the recently fired, I said scapegoats. Recently fired leakers continuing to spread misinformation. No, they're misrepresenting the truth to soothe their shattered egos. Their shattered egos? Who's out there puffing out his chest the most? Talk about shattered egos. Now they're saying that Trump's thinking of getting rid of him. Think that's going to happen? I think maybe the pig has something on the big pig. They are undermining the president's agenda, says Deputy White House Press Secretary Anna Kelly. I guess Anna Kelly's speaking up now, because I'm thinking maybe the press secretary they have right now, Miss Caroline Leavitt, is going to be let go because she can't seem to keep her lies straight from event to event about the same story. They talked about her husband and how much she loves her husband and everything else, but her husband has got a job away from home for a little while, and she's there with him. But the next thing you know, she's living in Maryland or Virginia or wherever the hell it is, close to work anyway. So she's living there. He's supposed to be in California with his new job, and nobody has seen them together in months. And she's always out on her own wherever she is. So out there spreading those lies and high-fiving her buddies at Fox News and shit because she can't get her stuff straight anyway. So yeah, I think that she could be next to go because she is holding Trump back. Can you believe that? Like he's not doing enough shit on his own. Anyway, Anna Kelly says the administration will continue to make them accountable. Okay, well, if you're going to make them accountable, why don't you start at the top? How about you do that? Why don't you start with the Mango Moose Knuckle himself and work down that list? Why don't you do that? As long as these details keep coming out, more people's lives are at risk because there's agents and covert operations going on all around the world right now that we're better off not knowing about, just saying. So these lives are at risk. The Associated Press and AP News said that Trump is too gutless to fire him. That's what I mean. Little Pig's got something on Big Pig. They're going on Fox saying it's all a smear campaign by the Dems, but there's an investigation being done right now by the Defense Department's acting inspector general at the request of the Senate Armed Services Committee. Come on, like that's really going to happen? Are you kidding me? That's not going to happen. there's going to be one acting inspector general acting as if he's going to retire soon. Because you know they're going to have his ass going out the door. That's what's going to happen there. So, anyway. Oh, by the way, I went and got a little spray tan there, so that's why I look a little darker today. We're starting to get blotchy spots, so I went and got a spray tan. We'll see how that works out, right? But anyway, at least I got some color and I don't need a ton of fucking makeup, sorry. Oh, shouldn't be saying stuff like that on Easter Sunday. But anyway, rest in eternal bliss, Pontiff. You're a good man. You were a good man. So anyway, Nyan loves you. Be good, be safe. Please take care of you first, and I hope your weekend was safe and happy and healthy, and I hope the bunny was good to you. I really do. So remember, if you're new here, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up. I love you so much. Please take care of you first so you can give somebody else a hug and take care of them. I love you. Mwah.